Feel like I just have a lot of perspective that I can add to that.
Hey, Clelin, this is Nikki Jeffalo with the Washington Post. How much did reuniting with Daryl Cap play into that, and kind of what did you learn from him over the years in San Fran?
It was major. It was major. That was one of the. He's one of the biggest reasons why I'm here. I would say because obviously Tap's a homegrown person too. He's from Virginia, and obviously just the experience that we had last year. Anytime you're on a team with somebody, um, and you kind of make it as far and you go through the things that we went through last year as a team and as a group, I think it makes the bonds a lot more special. So my relationship with Tap is just the aspect that I know what he expects and what he's gonna expect out of the players in his room, which is nothing but no, which is nothing but the top of what you can offer as a player. Best is going to be the standard, and not just in regards to the play, but also just your mindset, your mentality, how you influence the locker room, how you go about your business every single day. So just understanding, I feel like my relationship with him, I just knew that he's someone who can bring the best out of me. So
Hey, Cleon, Ben Standig with The Athletic. Welcome to town. You mentioned Adam Peters. Just curious, to what degree was your relationship with him in San Fran? What do you just kind of make of him going from the assistant GM with the Niners now to being the head guy here?
man, being seeing his role in San Fran was very different for me because obviously I had never seen someone, I guess, like because obviously we know John Lynch was the GM, but seeing AP and just seeing how involved he was, and just seeing like even just on side conversations when he just knew and had a really good insight just for players and also connecting with guys and seeing things about people that maybe not many people could notice on a regular. So I just feel like he has a really good eye for things, and not only that, he's a really good person, and he's really good at giving advice on who you should talk to, or good guys. Maybe a player, if a player maybe going through some type of trouble internally, he might, just direct the guy to someone who's a really good vet for them to speak to. So I just think not only is he a good judge of talent, but he's also also a good person at making connections and kind of just knowing how things should mesh well. So yeah, it was really really big.
Hey, Sam Fortier with the Washington Post. Welcome to DC. What do you kind of expect your role to be here?
I don't expect anything. I think for me, the biggest thing, I'm going to earn everything that I get. But, so the biggest thing is that I just want, obviously we start up on April 2nd. I think day one, I just want to be someone who sets the tone and sets the standard for the mentality of the team. I think regardless of that, and I think if I focus on that, I'll get the things that I really really want in the end, which is, I want to be somebody who is respected. I want to be somebody who earns everything that anybody gives to them, and someone who just kind of resembles that shield. I'm from this area. It's a very tough area where we're from, this whole DMV, whether you're in DC, Maryland, or the northern part of Virginia. The people here have been waiting a long time for somebody to come in and do it right. And I think me being homegrown, I had that same hunger. So
Yeah, that was me. Could you tell us about what it was like growing up in Richmond and kind of being aware of the history of this team?
man, my whole life, just I never forget my first real experience with the Commanders, or what they used to be called the Redskins. But growing up, they did training camp in Richmond every year, and so being able to go out with my family sometimes, just seeing practice, that was some of the first times I really got to see like, oh, okay, like nah, it's really possible. It's not just on TV, it's not just something that you see in the newspaper, but these people are actually very real, and it's tangible. So to see that as a kid really inspired me to obviously chase my dreams and go along with my path. And it's just so crazy. I feel like I'm so blessed because it's come full circle. I know we won't do training camp in Richmond no more, but if AP or DQ is watching this, that'll be a great spot. Trust me. I got the whole. Just hit me. I know what hotel, anywhere, all the commodities or amenities that we need. I got them.
Two
Thank you.
more.
Hey, Cleveland, it's David Aldridge with The Athletic. Welcome back to DC, to the area.
Thank you.
I know you know what this franchise is about locally, but I just wonder about the the perception nationally has not been good, and they've earned that not good reputation. I
100%.
just wonder what you think about, like, how you can, as part of this group that's coming in, kind of reset that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. I think the biggest thing, and the NFL is a very big business, and it's a very very hard league to win in. But I tell guys this every year, regardless of whether you're in the D line room or you just on the team in general, this group of guys and this team that we have this year, we haven't lost a game, we haven't won one. So at the end of the day, what happened in the past, this team is not responsible for. We only responsible for what happens in the future, and that's what I say. You get to write your own, pencil. You don't get me wrong. Like I came from last year being on San Fran, I got to already join something that was already kind of great at the same time to where they kind of worked for years and years to get to that. But to be here and be in this type of environment where everything just feels so new, it's really inspiring because, anytime you're a young man in your 20s, and you really get to kind of set your own path and you get to set your own goals and you can kind of go about it in your own route and create your own identity. I mean, who wouldn't get excited about that? And I think this area, is just waiting for a team with the type of mentality that I want to bring to really get behind. So, I remember I never forget that game, that first playoff game RG3 went to when he was a rookie. I went to it, but I'll never forget just the type of excitement that I saw in the stadium, and you didn't get to see that a whole lot, even in the days when Clem Portis and Chris Cooley and all was all in back there was playing. Like, you didn't really see too much of that, but that was something that inspired me. Like, man, these people really want to see, when it's done right, they'll really get behind you. So I know the city is ready.
Any more?
Clearly, when you look at where this team is now, just with new ownership, new coaching staff, do you think you would have even considered this years before, or is it sort of the circumstances with the team and their rebuild currently going on
You
that
know,
really
you
interests
know,
you?
you know what? To answer that question, I probably would have considered because anytime, just because of this team, just because of the, it's kind of a part of my DNA. Not just just this whole organization, just because of growing up with it. But honestly, in earlier years, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, I know I would have definitely looked at them like, shoot, this is close to home, but kind of just I feel like I kind of needed to go through what I went through in my career already just to have that type of maturity and to go through the different experiences that I needed to go through to be ready for this opportunity because regardless of anything I'm saying, it sounds good and all, but it's not an easy job. It's a very tough task to win in this league and starting off to win in this division. So I feel like at this time in my career, I'm really prepared to really grasp it by the horns and really go for it.
Awesome. Thanks, Clelin.
Cool. She said she's getting fired.
I know. I was like,
Wow, right?
I was like, what is happening?
I didn't want to say that. That was the girl Sam. Who was that?
No,
No.
so Nikki was the one who was unmuted, but Sam was